nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account matching. Good, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, not a gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move is so dope. I told him, bro, we gotta keep it only me the room. How to bet the block and eyes, hot bitch, I'm too chill.
Girl, you said.
I'm savage.
All right. You finna do this. What? I'm gonna just touch today. Well, let's cut the music off and get on into it. Real sweet first. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Yes, pour.
Okay,
my glamorators, I had to come out the woodwork. Friend, my hair right. And bring a friend with me.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
And we finna chat, sip, and have a good time.
Yes, so get into it.
I'll get off it because if you don't want to get into it.
No time.
Stop acting up early on the show. All right, so we're gonna get on right on into this thing. We sorry for the poor StreamYard, but I'm gonna work on it. It's my first live, so it ain't acting right for me. But I have it right next time, right, friend?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing we want to talk about was we ain't gonna keep y'all long, because I got to go to work tomorrow. Words. We're gonna give them a little prayer. You want to pray first?
No, I don't.
You sure? Father, let us touch those with open minds. And that's all I can say. Amen. All right, so now that y'all don't have in touch with the prayer. Ooh, that was good. We're going to get into this whole review of what we think about the Vado and Tahiry. You want to start with that?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it. So, well, you want to start from the beginning or you want to just get right into what? Huh?
Sleep from down. I thought I seen them down.
Oh, what? No. The hell going on? Friend, don't drink no more. That's it for you. Don't sip. Don't you touch that glass. Okay? You acting up. So we're going to get into where he snatched her up.
Exactly, because it was a snatch and not a choke. There's a big
we need to clear that up. They need to stop.
You put your hands on someone's throat. Someone might grab your clothing and pushes you up.
Right.
You're being snatched up. You're not being choked.
Okay.
Strangling her. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I see. So
Nick carries on for me on reality television.
But we ain't gonna add nothing right now. So, Fred, what you think about this situation? Do you think she's a real victim of domestic violence?
No.
And do you think that they handled that situation properly? Was it a one-sided?
To me, I feel like it was very condescending based on him being a male. After he was hit several times by her on the show. Verbally abused by her on the show. Not once was she given corrective criticism about how she handled him or removed her counsel when she hit the man in the face with the apple.
Right. I don't think that was right.
It's not fair.
And people are acting like this apple thing.
And he was such an angry guy. He would have quote unquote choked her then when she hit him in the face with the apple.
Because if I'm not mistaken,
the apple did come in contact with his face. Not one, but two.
Right.
So it's very one-sided. Very.
And what you think, because I watched the most recent episode because I want to see the after effect. Because, they ended it with him jacking her up.
Right.
So, and I heard her say, like, he never did that before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not. It surprised her to see that he acted that way.
You know why she was surprised? Because she's so used to him allowing her to mouth off and belittle him. And he never says anything back or do anything. So now you're shocked because you got a different reaction,
right?
That you normally don't get for for her behavior,
right?
Because she was acting ass, and be a grown woman is just oh, I see your ass.
Right. All right, we'll let that one pass, but no more ass, okay?
Yeah, we don't want to be blocked.
Right. I'm trying to remain savage but classy.
Yeah, we can't be racist.
Okay. Now back to, you gave some great pointers there. So you stated basically that her behavior towards him was demeaning of his character, of his person being a man.
Correct.
And he had allowed this to happen.
Not
possibly through, off the show too. Okay, and she was comfortable, pretty much acting that way towards him.
This is not a first rodeo for her.
Gotcha. You know what I felt like too? I felt like she got a little. I think she felt a little ashamed or disrespected by him when he was talking about him going to that baby mama.
Yeah,
and talking about them. I think that's what ticked her off. Even though she was a little, nasty before that, but it's like it got her to be even nastier.
No, I just really think that's how she acts with some people.
No, I agree with that part, but I'm saying on the show, I feel like that's when her behavior got a little more like heightened, and like she got to prove something to the audience that's watching that, she ain't no, sucker for him.
Well, she proved a lot to the audience that was watching that she's the instigator,
right,
and not the victim as she's portraying to be.
All right now. So you don't think she was a victim?
Not at all.
I kind of agree with that because at the end of the day, I feel like, and I've been a female like Tahiry in my younger days. I've been that go off, pop off. The aggressor, I'll say. Yeah, I used to be that. But like I said, used to be. Okay, so I can relate to what she had going on. Type of man that's calm, don't really pop off. Like that. They allow you to do things, and then you feel comfortable doing that so much that you don't expect any type of aggression response from them.
Not to interrupt you. Well, how I'm looking at it, maybe she wants that type of attention where a man is being aggressive towards her because that's what she's used to. So that's what she's trying to pull from him.
And sometimes that does. I get what you're saying. Not that she normally necessarily want it, but she's used to that, and she feels like she should. It's like the roles have reversed in a way. Whether she's bashing out of him.
That she want him to put hands on her and see.
Right. You think she wants
to make her feel important and like he can.
That's sad, but I'm kind of getting what you're saying. Like, he don't love me unless he hit me
or talks down on me.
Right.
But he shows me aggression.
But she's saying on the show she don't want that from.
But her action says otherwise. And my say a lot of things.
Because she want him to do this, and he needs to do this. He should have gave her the cup first. All this stuff. Like he ain't good enough.
Well, she needs to leave him alone. She feels that.
That's how I feel.
It's just that simple. Heart thy way.
I'm with you on that, and this is why we talking about, because toxic relationships, you just sometimes got to know when to say, just let go.
And I'm not with it as a woman myself, also a mother of two young men. That is not tolerable. I wouldn't dare want them to be with a woman who is like that.
Me either.
Always irate. The least little thing you gotta go off about. You want to be little and talk down on. No, we're not dealing with that.
Mm-mm. I teach my son the same thing. I have two sons too, and I teach them the same thing. If you get into a relationship with a woman that is, do you think gonna take you to that level that once you want to harm her, you needs to get away quick.
As soon as possible, like right.
Because
if you need to call your
I don't want you to be
whoever to go get your
pulled.
things from the house,
Right.
Or a police officer to come while you remove your
Right.
things from the house, do it.
Right.
Before it gets to that point which you having to physically harm someone.
Right.
And it don't always be men harming women. Women could harm these men.
Right. Because as we was talking, remember we was talking about how we teach our sons not to hit women or girls or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But then you have girls
who's hitting on men,
like
or constantly young males, per se, and expecting for them not
to hit them back. Right. So my sense is how do you teach your sons not to hit a woman, but not teach your daughter
yourself if something's hurting you or hitting you? It's a reaction. You're either gonna block your hands or you're gonna push. Right. You're gonna some way react to what a person is inflicting on you
as a defense.
That's it.
Mechanism. Okay, I got you. So that's true. And another thing is, I was thinking a lot of women don't teach, our mothers or parents don't teach their daughters that same thing. Don't hit a man.
Yeah, you don't, like my mom used to say, don't put your hands on someone if you do not want them to put hands on you. It's just that simple. Right. And it goes for both sides, not just one.
Right, because I feel like it's some type of double standard with that. Like, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I've jumped in some men's faces of mine.
I have been a defense for friends as well that was involved in domestic violence.
Right.
Because that's just not tolerated for somebody to be beat on.
But the difference in me and Tahiry, right, from listening to her on the show, she said somebody knocked her, broke her nose, and she was also in an abusive relationship with a dude or whatever, right? So my thing is, anytime that I've jumped in a man's face of mine, I made sure that I was ready for whatever. I ain't finna be no victim, because right now, just like Tammy Roman, I was listening to her on IG, her husband, and she said women have to be, her husband, I'm sorry, let me not discredit that. She was saying to the fact that women have to be held accountable in situations as well, especially if they're the aggressor in the situation.
When you're an aggressor. Right. I was abused. But
you hit him basically with 2 apples, which was to me considered a weapon. He grabbed you, but you hit him in the face.
An apple can bust your nose.
It can.
Blacken your eye when it's thrown hard.
And knock your face up. Yeah.
Just from a piece of fruit, yes.
Right.
It can bruise you.
So my thing is, women out there. Some women think that, Tahiry was right. And that, why the doctor was right, everything was right.
That, though, are the ones who are like her. Like they say, those with like minds will always agree. They don't want to hear you.
You better speak it.
Being different from their point of view. It seems like if we do voice our opinion or seeing who was right or wrong, or we bashing black women, we beat each other down. No, it's just simple. Keep your hands to yourself.
Right. If you don't want to be hit back,
keep them to yourself.
Just don't hit.
Because I fight.
Now, it's different domestic situations where, now let's get on the real domestic situation, where the woman or the male is not the aggressor, the other party is. Get what I'm saying? And you don't that woman, let's stay with the woman first. If that woman never attempts to harm that man and he's constantly beating her or, even verbally abusing her, however he's abusing her, that to me is considered a victim. Because basically that person can't defend themselves or afraid to defend themselves. Get what I'm saying? So I feel like that person is really being victimized versus a person that's pushing, being the aggressor, and I get it. You should be able to say whatever you want to say without being hit. But when you go hitting, exactly, when you hit a man, you take him to a whole nother level. You're not the victim no more if he hit you back. Because just like Tammy said, some men are not raised to not hit you back.
a woman when they beating on you.
So you sitting here thinking he ain't gonna hit you, and you don't jump in his face and did this and did that. You wrong if you really think that person ain't gonna hit you back.
The message should be free to all women out there who like to fight per se and not be hit back. Teach your daughters if you have them.
Right.
Raise them well to keep their hands to themselves and only defend themselves when need be. Not going around hitting somebody and expecting to not be hit back. That goes for men, women, and children.
Right.
Because they can get this smacked down too. Right. Don't run up on me.
Because my mom taught me if you hit somebody, they can hit you back.
Hit back.
Well, she never said if you hit a girl, she'll hit you back. She never said if you hit a boy. She said if you hit someone, be prepared to be hit back.
It's some men who have mentally trained themselves to not react to when a woman is hitting them. You got some men that have been busting their face, busting their eye, them getting ran over.
Like basically,
and they will not hit this person because they are female. That's a mental thing they have trained themselves not to do. And everybody has not been trained like that. They're not going to accept that type of behavior. Right. That's all it is. So
that's
each his own.
That's right.
And if you hear somebody that's beating on you, breaking your nose, it is simple. It's that simple. Leave. It's just that simple.
Or if you in a relationship,
leave. It's going to keep going on and on and on. That cycle going to keep continuing until you decide to break it.
And I feel like men and women, both, if you see that this relationship is headed into a toxic, situation, just break it off. It ain't that much love to me in the world. Because you know what? That really ain't love. That's infatuation. You really is not in love with that person. You know what I'm saying? Get away. It's other men and other women that gonna love you the way you need to be loved. Whether you a toxic female or not, it's gonna be that one man that can deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you will change yourself through self-awareness and how you call it? When you reevaluate yourself and become a better you. You know what I'm saying? So you realize that, hey, I was like I did. I realized that I was toxic. I pops off. I ran my mouth. Nigga, what? That's stuff I was doing that. Oh, right. Scratch that word, guys. Yeah, I get it. Because we're right now in a situation in this world that you don't want to say that word. So I won't say that, but I would think that, but that's what I would say. But that's very disrespectful. And women can be women don't seem to realize that men have feelings. They hurt. You can demean them by your words because, in actuality, men really do care about what women think about them.
They do. That's why they look for that validation. I mean, why women don't realize that? I have no idea. Because if they didn't want our validation, they wouldn't be around getting their hair cut, right? Or trying to smell good. Or if it's a person who seems to not dress well, when you say, "Well, I suggest you wear this or look like this," they're like, "You know what? You're okay," right? Because they appreciate how you perceive it.
Exactly. So with that being said,
really, if you got someone that just don't care, they disrespectful, just distasteful, and they are not kings, they still little boys, and they don't have that mindset to lead and be a real man.
Right. And that's so true because you got to understand so many broken homes out there where a lot of these men and females, you can't leave them out, are not being raised to the standards that the world think they should be in a situation like this, as far as understanding that a man can hit you back. You don't think that every man is not going to hit you back.
Even with that, the way we were raised as adults, it's common sense. You can't sit here and tell me, as an adult, you have not developed common sense. And what you were raised from when you was a child to now in your adulthood.
But how you everybody's body, mind, doesn't develop with their bodies.
So I guess their mind gonna develop when they about 80.
I'm just saying what I mean is their mind is still in the childhood state.
Wow.
That's what you call immaturity. Once you mature, you gain wisdom and understanding, like I did. Get what I'm saying? And now I know that those actions that I was displaying back then could have put me in a domestic situation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because of my, like you said, aggression towards that person. You know what I'm saying?
I came across it where somebody was trying, in their mind, they were going to be an abuser, but once they seen that I'm going to defend myself, that stopped.
Well, I have too. I've experienced that too, where I wasn't the aggressor.
We're not doing any of that.
Right. So I've been in a situation, and I guess I can call it domestic violence because in that particular relationship, I wasn't the aggressor.
I'm not gonna lie.
I wasn't.
Upset. My mouth was
I wasn't even popping off or none of that.
They just wanted to react.
They was the popping off. They was the aggressor. That person was the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And it was not like you said until I defended myself and showed them like, listen, I can pop off too. Enough is enough. That's when it decreased and deceased. Okay. And then also the relationship ended because I said to myself, I'm not finna stay in nothing that's
toxic. You have to accept that as a woman
with kids.
You don't have to accept any of that from nobody.
And all are better. And no matter how much I love, and that's my child father, no matter how much I loved him, I was not about to allow myself, because I love me too, to continue to be treated in a manner I know I'm a queen and didn't need to be treated like. Okay? So peace be gone. On to the next. And I really was on to the next. And he was about to go crazy. And I'm like, peace out, baby. When you had me, you didn't act right. So be gone. Poof. Poof, be gone. So what's the message you want to end this part of the segment on?
The message is reevaluate yourself before going into dating or courtship with anyone. If you feel like you have those underlying issues within yourself, deal with them and not go dump that on anybody else.
Right.
And keep your hands to yourself.
That's the number one rule.
Try your best to be careful. If you got a sharp tongue like myself, I do. I have to be mindful of things I say, or the way, even when I'm not saying things intentionally,
right,
to degrade somebody or to sound like I'm being harsh.
Yeah, because people always think I'm being sarcastic,
and I just be speaking. That's just my tone. So just realize how you want someone to treat you. You need to treat them the same way. You can't have these demands and you sit here dogging someone. That's not gonna work.
That ain't gonna work.
So just keep your mouth to yourself and watch what you say.
Be respectful. If that's your partner, you all should have that level of respect for each other that you shouldn't even get to.
Like she was talking about, she want to be loved. She want him to treat her right. She want him to step up and be a man of the house. Treat him like that.
But if he's looking at you as a
carry yourself like that woman,
ghetto,
you want to be to get those things
right. Because I feel like he looked at her as a video vixen, like she said she don't want to be looked at. I think he looked at her as that.
That's what she cares about.
There you go.
If you don't want to be perceived as such, it's the way, like they say, even the way you dress, that is your covering. People gonna look at you by the way you carry.
Because maybe she had little breasts or something.
Yeah,
that man was disrespected. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how she would feel if he would walk out there with his boxers? He was, so I just want to walk around in my boxers
and just let it hang. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't expect somebody that you ain't giving yourself.
You just can't.
So I feel like he was very much so disrespected with her out there, showing it all for the world to see.
And we're speaking of the show. I don't personally know these people outside
either.
So before y'all leave any comment, just be mindful. And again, like I said, like minds think alike, okay? And we're just gonna leave it at that. Right. It was nice chatting with you guys.
No, we ain't done. We got another subject. You wanna leave?
I'm sorry, the little drink kicking in.
That's why we can't drink on live now. Another time. Damn.
It was nice.
So yeah, my shirt say good vibes. That's what I'm trying to keep in my life.
Hold on.
Yeah, show that pretty shirt.
Girl, they
What
can't
up,
see this.
friend?
I'm not standing up. See?
Oh. Okay. You ain't got to stand up for me. It's just so pretty. I wish they could see it. But anyway, back to the show. So we wanted to have a review on the WAP. That kind of goes into what we were just talking about. This
How you
WAP video. Now you
see
see how the somebody up there in the Congress or some went on Twitter and laid them out about that video. Cardi B.
In this time,
that song, I think it was. Girl, that thing was off the chain. I never seen a person from the higher ups.
I can't say it's so degraded because I myself, I do listen to rap music that gets me pumped up, while I'm working out or cleaning. Mm-hmm. I listen to that type of stuff. Right. But that particular song, I'm just not understanding what's the meaning behind it because my personal opinion.
I told you what that WAP stands for. Ooh. But I won't say it on here. Okay. I ain't saying it on here. If you don't know, you gotta go look it up.
And everybody should know we have the WAP. Nobody should. They can think, for all I care, men can think it's dry as the desert. I don't care what you say. That's none of your business, okay?
No, but friend, I want to ask you this question more. Because when I first looked at the video, did you know what WAP stood? I'm saying just from looking at the video, did you get what WAP was? WAP was?
To be honest, I only grasped the P. I couldn't put in place about the WA. So I just was.
Well, you better than me, because at first I couldn't even get the W, the A, or P.
And you know what's so sad? I have a 9-year-old.
And then I'm hearing there's some hoes in this.
Yes, I have a 9-year-old that says, "Mom, did you hear the song? But I cannot say the words that they have playing." And I was like, "What song?" And she says, "With Megan Thee Stallion." So I asked her, I said, "Let me see what you're talking about." So as I pulled it up,
right,
I said, "Oh," and I asked her, "How you know what those letters mean?" And she goes, "They tell you, just listen to it." And
so like, this little girl,
yes, and
how old are
9,
and she was able to understand what WAP was.
I was like, okay. And before y'all comment, while a 9-year-old is knowing, my children are not sheltered or shielded per se from everything that takes place in our society. So let's not act like that's poor parenting or quote unquote lack of monitoring. Because me as a parent, I can't monitor my child 24/7 when I have things to do around the house or if I'm at work. And when she's with her peers at school, we don't know what they're experiencing. She have seen things that I don't even say or mention or show in my home from school. So let's be clear.
Right.
So you can't sit here and act like you're the best parent in the world. You see every single thing your child do.
You know you got some perfect ones out there.
Yeah, you do. My child ain't gonna never, and them never.
I ain't gonna never be perfect parent, and I hate to say it, they turn out perfect child. But I will do the best I can to make them.
That's it. To understand if it's brought to you as a parent, your child is mentioned, have a conversation with them.
Right.
It's just simple communication.
And it's good to me that she brought that to you because you had that opportunity to know that she first and foremost saw it, and second was able to tell you what that meant, so you could be able to say, "Baby, this that, or the third."
And you need to have that type of understanding with your kids nowadays for them to have respect for themselves and you to say, "You know what? My mom don't want me to listen to that song. I'm not going to listen to it."
Right. But listen what I want to say, because Cardi is a big, you know.
She's just a paid one though. When I want to say that, like my mom them used to say back then, I know what y'all know what Jazzy Bills is. Okay. We ain't going to say too much about that. She just, okay. Then,
well, you better get it to him, friend, because I ain't even giving it to him. You giving it to him all the way. I love my friend. She gets to him. She gets to it right. But let me say, I was finna say this though. You know, a lot of little young girls, they look up to Cardi B, and I can't say that Cardi B gotta raise these kids, and she ain't gotta be, this perfect person for your kids that are watching. Teach kids pretty much don't watch it. That's how I feel about that. So at the end of the day, I agree with that part. But my thing is, you said this video, and this is why I thought WAP stands for Women Empowerment, but I was trying to find out I had the power in the woman. No, you know that. Man, they just say the women in the power. But I couldn't get the M, like empowerment, women empowerment. So I like A is not empower. It's not spelled A-M, it's spelled E-M. So maybe she should have put WELP, women empowerment, W-E-P. So because that's what they said the video was based on.
Well, basically, she's empowering those, like I say, the Jezebel spirits. Oh. Yes, that's for everyone.
Oh.
Okay, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah, from where she came from when she started making a few coins.
Okay.
Where she's at now.
So that's for those women.
Yes, not
okay,
us.
You know, now that makes absolute. So we shouldn't even be trying to be empowered by
No, because nobody ain't gonna know I have the WAP.
Me either. You won't know unless you feel me.
Exactly.
All right.
That's not for everybody to know.
Right. Why won't everybody know?
That's none of your business.
But I understand she got the WAP. That's good for her. So now we know who those, because everybody was saying, you know, in the comments, that
with Dwayne, because he's still going to the other WAP.
And she said, wait a minute here. What did you say?
He's going to the other WAP. So it really doesn't matter about that ring. It holds no value with her man at all. He doesn't honor those vows.
Well, she said, I don't have to cook, I don't have to clean, but I still got that ring.
Yeah, she got the ring, and he also got your ching ching. So it works both ways. You got what you want, he's getting what he wants. Do as you are told, okay?
When you giving some blood raw.
That ring doesn't mean nothing.
I think I need some more wine to keep listening to this, because you is really going in. But I just want, like you said, now that makes perfect sense to me, because there was a lot of people in the comments, you know, saying that they didn't think that this was no type of women empowerment. Because, you know, I remember when y'all know, back in my day, like Queen Latifah and who was it, MC Live, you know, a lot of them female rappers, they actually did women empowerment. So this is not really women empowerment. Is it, should we say Jezebel? I don't want to say that other word. Empowerment for the Jezebel.
If anyone doesn't know what Jezebel is, if you're not into spirituality or Bible readers, you could just go look it up. It'll tell you what Jezebel means. You could type in Google Jezebel King James Version. It will let you know whom that person is. Okay,
right. So basically, we have solved the puzzle, guys, for you guys who was out there wondering how they're supposed to empower women.
It ain't empower me.
If you're a woman and you not empowered, that answers the question. If you are jazzy and you are empowered, that answers the question.
And it's not just for your man, your girlfriend. So that's most of what people are doing now. They want to lick everything instead of popsicles and lollipops. So we just gotta be careful with the things we put out here, okay? Oh God. Have to be careful.
I think we're gonna have to end this now, because this thing's finna get heated. So that's what I wanted to do.
That's just my personal opinion. Everyone has their own.
Right. We did put the disclaimer in there that this is our opinions and we're entitled. You don't have to. This is not for you to take in like it's written in stone, right?
Correct.
It's just our opinions on it. I feel like I'm a woman, and I feel like that video or that song. I'm gonna say the song because I really enjoyed the video. Now I ain't gonna sit there and like the video for what she was singing. It's so you know that old school.
Yeah, oh,
it's some.
So hey,
I know
we
that.
Don't listen to that type of music.
I
work out to it, or I really don't work out no more. Y'all see, but yeah, that you could clean up to it or just listen to it, get pumped up.
Right. Like some pop type music.
Yeah.
You know, I feel it for that reason. What I did, I felt the beat.
The lyrics of the song in video.
The lyrics didn't give me nothing about the song that much.
I thought the video was supposed to correspond with the song.
Me too, and I didn't get that video giving me WAP either. From freaking Bounce to.
Are they supposed to be?
Was Bounce talking about WAP? No. Oh no, I didn't get it.
The movie Bounce?
Yeah. No. That's what they were, you know how their hair was and all that the scenery. They ran into the big house and stuff like that.
No.
Then they said something about Willy Wonka was part of it, and you know what the backgrounds the backgrounds and stuff. I guess they was in Willy Wonka.
You don't have nothing to do with the WAP.
But I like their choreography. They dance pretty good. They dance like, you know, like they were empowering the WAPs, the Jezebel WAPs. So, at the end of the day, it wasn't empowerment for me, baby. Those who it was, to each his own. But just like I just said, and Fran just said, it doesn't empower those who are not of that stature. So basically, I'm not a Jezebel spirit.
It's not gonna
so that ain't gonna empower me. Now don't get me wrong, I still can bounce to it. Hey.
But I'm not being
But I ain't finna be empowered by it. It's not finna teach me nothing.
So all the Mrs. Farrakhan's, please don't come on here with that foolishness.
Girl, you stupid. Oh, so I just want to clear that up from my perspective on that, because I really wanted to, because you know we was talking about it earlier. I'm like, let's just do a live about it, because I think you had some very valid points about it, and I wanted to share those with my audience out there. So I think that was why I'm not seeing our comments. Somebody said, "Hey, I am so sorry, Ali Ayoy." I like that name, Ali Ayoy. You see it? You say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Hi, Ali. You probably gone now. So if you watch the replay, hey, and I hope you like and subscribe.
I say, hey, what are you doing?
We're doing a. Oh, did they say what we doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, they know me. You know, they know me. I ain't gonna show them know that
type of question. They don't know.
Okay. Well, hey, Ed, I appreciate you for watching. And those who watch the replay, I hope you enjoy. We will give you more the next time. This is my first time just trying out everything.
Yeah,
everything's a little ScreenYard just ain't acting right. I'm gonna have to figure that out and figure out what's going on, because you know you have to use a computer. These computers don't give you much good resolution with live videos, but right now I'm gonna work with what I got. You know what they say, work with what you got. So would you prefer, I want to ask you this. So what you want to ask him? Okay. Now I want to ask you something right quick. Savage, right? Versus WAP. No, I'm sorry. Hot Girl Summer versus WAP. Which one do you think was more of a better song for the summer girls?
Hot Girl Song, to be honest.
I think I like the Hot Girl Song. That video may not be all there, but the song was popping, and the lyrics pretty much to me fit the song.
Yeah, the video.
Listen to the video, yeah, like it all went in together. So I think I would go with Hot Girl Summer is a pop more than WAP for the summer girls. Now I like that City Girl song, even though you know they can get out. You know they got a new song too called Somebody Cool. No, I ain't gonna say that word.
The cool.
Yeah. Now I like the song, but the thing is, you know, I'm Betty White. I like it, but I know you're not gonna say that song. The music is nice. City Girls, new song. What that? Not act though. Not little act though. City Girls. P Talk. That's what it's called.
Oh,
we can't leave them out. We got to end this with
see,
them.
I never heard or seen a video from that, so I really don't know.
You want me to play a little video?
Yeah.
Southside on the track.
Yeah. Hey, you little ball.
Hey, look, boy. For this pussy top, English, Spanish, and French. For this pussy top, euros, dollars, and yen. For this pussy top, Bentleys, Rovers, and Benz.
Okay, so what's she saying? The peacock gives her the cash, gets her the money.
Rovers and Benz. So it's just.
I mean, again, that works for the Jezebels.
Okay.
That's their thing. Some people are good at finessing and marketing themselves. Let's say, market. To get just that. Some men are infatuated with the WAP and the P-talk. So, to each his own.
Okay. I like that. So we're not going to leave them out of the Jezebel audience.
Oh, no, definitely not. Because they
P-talking.
All of the
music is
most of the
geared to
rap artists, women, they're very explicit. They show everything. They're not ashamed to at all about it. They don't care. Some of them just feel comfortable and just want the world, the universe, to see what they have.
Now you know what? When back in my day, when Kim, I think she was kind of like the first one that came out with that explicit stuff, and I think Trina jumped on the scene, and I think it kind of like went from there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she did, and she was very nasty.
Even like Salt and Pepper. They had a little spunk, but they didn't show all of their body parts.
Exactly. And they were like, they didn't have to rap about their sexuality and parts and all of that. And they had great songs that were hits. Okay, why we need to get back to that type of female music. You know, people talk about Nicki Minaj, and I am a huge fan, but you know, that doesn't deter my feelings on the WAP. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? The WAP is just the WAP, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Okay. But Nicki Minaj, she does the similar thing, but it's her delivery and the way she does it.
Yeah, because she bears all that time herself. So,
and she talks about that good.
Yes.
Okay. But when she first started out, if you notice, she wasn't rapping that much about all that when she first came out. So I like the beginning Nicki.
Right. She was making like about her success.
Yes. And her rise.
Yeah. Limited to what somebody is telling them. Now she has a different delivery on sell your body to get what you want. Do it all to get what you want. And what is like her WAP got her the ring. Yes, it also got her that ring with a lot of problems. But he hasn't stopped yet from on the scene. He's still slanging his pickle to everybody. I ain't know what I had to
and I don't really want that kind if I got to get a ring like that.
I'm scared because they ain't gonna walk on
the feet, exactly.
Then it's gonna be
infected and
stinking and
dripping nasty.
We don't want that.
Discharge juice.
You might end up with a front.
No, this makes sense. Remember they were saying one time that her cuckoo be stink.
That's probably why I should be having BB. pH stays off. When that thing done been everywhere, then we coming to you unprotected as well. So yeah, you're gonna have those problems.
Because that probably when it started, you know. I don't know, because that other friend girl, I don't know if she was lying or not. You remember that girl that said she used to,
So she just need to go see her OBGYN at this point and get a DNC.
So y'all be careful about somebody these WAP bringing some rings.
Because half of y'all been giving y'all WAP for 20 years and still don't got the ring. So we're going to stop there.
You better get it. So my thing is young women. I really want to speak to the young girls out there. Girls, females without the Jezebel spirit. Because the ones with Jezebel spirit, we can't say nothing. They ain't trying to hear us. They are.
I get paid up.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. It's my daughter. She's a dancer. So at the end of the day, do what you do. She grown. That what you want to do. I know what I raised you to be. So if you get out there and you want to be pulled into that environment, that's your thing. Get what? I'm gonna call you the same. If you out there acting like that. Period, you got to walk that might be infected too. If you throwing it.
Right. Ranking and dancing.
Right. But to my knowledge right now, she doing it, showing it, and getting, the money for the show. And then she go home and take care of her kids. So at the end of the day, if that's your thing, because many people that are successful, lawyers, doctors, judges, all that have script
to not, if they
pay for it.
Let's be clear, they're part of the swingers club.
Right.
So
and I'm just saying, but they did that to get income to better their career. Correct. And then they stopped. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't a lifetime. And if it's a lifetime for you, hey, to each his own. I never know. Nobody hustle. I don't think you can be a dancer or a stripper, because those two different kinds. There's a dancers and there's strippers. Strippers bear all.
Well, it's a lot of strippers.
Strippers they bear all. Trust me, I was in Atlanta. ATL, they do it all. They have nothing on. But I was like, oh my God. Anyway, what I'm saying is there's dancers and then there's strippers, and then what I'm trying to get to is to each his own. If that's your hustle to get where you need to be, that's fine. If you want to do it for whatever you want to do it for, if that's your hustle, to each his own, because everybody ain't nobody perfect, right? Mm-hmm. If that's your hustle, do it. I ain't knocking it, but to have to throw it to everybody, I don't think that's necessary. But like I said, to each his own. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can make your P talk and it get you all this here, do it. But just know that ain't reality a lot of times. A lot of these men ain't throwing nothing. They want something for nothing. Exactly. They ain't even got it like that to be even giving you that lifestyle. So just please stop being in these imaginary. Right.
Not anybody. Don't need to be talking. What is a P talking to any and everybody? Okay, not somebody who's staying in the basement. Or at their mother's house or auntie's house, or And
it's a lot of them. And I'm talking about some of them in their 40s and 50s. It's just don't make no sense.
And that's not a plus, because you got a man that has a car and a home. That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
We as adults, we're supposed to have.
Exactly. And if you're a man, you should have your own anyway. Not trying to leech off for one.
It's time for us to be saying, well, I will not renew my lease and move in with him. Right. Not them moving in with me.
You better speak. Are we moving together?
That's right.
We get our place together.
It's okay if you're not married and y'all just have a long-term relationship and want to go into things together. Just make sure your name is on those deeds as well.
Right.
It's not just one party signature.
Exactly.
That's bound to this contract. It's me and yours. Let's be clear. So we're going to do it that way. But if y'all break up, you do have to understand there's going to be court in between on who gets what of that home.
Basically, don't get into a relationship, a serious relationship, if you're ready, and you can't both give to the relationship. It shouldn't be a one-way street. It should be that both of us can help each other.
Right. You just have an understanding with each other. This is what I want, and this is what
a lot of relationships, they get into them and don't even talk about that. They don't even talk about what they want.
Or you could be with your friend and say, hey, well, if me and you put this amount of money or whatever it is to build this, we could gain this together, and both of our credit could continue to build. Right. To say that. Don't say, oh, I just love you so much and I want to be with you forever and I'm going to take care of you and I want to see, doing better, and y'all get together 6 months down the line is, oh, I can't stand You know, we don't want to do that. But y'all stuck in the house that y'all done bought together. We ain't gonna do that.
But we're gonna get into those subjects later on.
Yeah, because that's
been dirty. We're gonna delve into those subjects for sure.
From personal experiences and things we see in the community.
Right. We're gonna speak on it. And not to degrade or anyone or put anyone down. It's to help our young women out there understand that, you know, have some, it's okay to have respect for yourself. It's okay to want to be better and have standards. You don't have to be bougie per se, as they call it, just because you have standards, because you want better out of life. You know, these women need to start feeling like these young females, they're old because a female want better out of life. They bougie, they think they better than me. No, I don't think I'm better than you. I think you think I'm better than you.
Right. And I'm staying with a man who's not disrespecting or degrading them.
Right.
Or they check with this man, they're being bougie and sedity, quote unquote. No, it's all about respect. You're going to respect.
I wish we could go back into the day where men chased the woman. Where they made sure they had everything in check before I even touch you and say, can I court you? Can I speak to you? Can I take you out? They made sure they came correct because they know if they didn't, deuces, baby.
They already knew.
So I wish we could get back to the day where
you have to go meet the parents.
Yeah.
You don't know the children be talking to nowadays. You're like, well, who is that?
Right.
Oh, this is good from. Huh.
I think that's where the standards got lost. It's they don't even care to meet the parents. It's like by the time you meet the parents, it's already a baby involved.
Or y'all already together, whatever the case may be. And half of them don't want to meet parents that have morals because you know why? That parent or either friend or family member may see something in that person that is not right, and that person gonna pick up on that energy. Oh, I cannot be around them because they're gonna call me out.
Right. And I feel like when you get in a relationship, a serious relationship where you're going into possible marriage in this relationship.
It's not just about the walk. He's not marrying for your walk.
And he shouldn't just be married for your
mental
walk.
and emotional thing. If I cannot connect with a man on a mental and emotional basis, there's no point of me continuously wasting my time. I have done that with somebody.
At all.
And it's just pointless. You don't get nothing out of it but just that a walk.
Right. And guess what? Walks can be got anywhere. That ain't nothing that stands you out from the others.
It doesn't.
That ain't standing you out from the others because baby, I gotta walk. So I can give him that same walk that you I'm just saying. I ain't mean to tell people that. But I'm just was trying to make a statement like, I just was trying to make a statement, friend, that it's plenty of walks out there. So why would I want a man that just want me for my walk? Because he might see another walk and it might be even whopper than mine.
Anything, So you just have to really bond with someone on a level mentally and emotionally where y'all two are able to bond and connect with
and want the same things out of life.
Because I hate to say it, once that happens, it's very tough with a rare, what I call it, or per se an outsider coming in. They're not even gonna be able to squeeze in a little bit.
Exactly.
Like, okay, I'm good.
And they be wondering, like them little side chicks, they be wondering why that man don't need that girlfriend, that wife, or that fiance.
But he's also looking at your mentality on how you operate with things.
And he just wants you for that walk.
Right, just the walk. That home piece know how to negotiate for him. Make sure he's well taken care of the things that he knows he don't keep track of. He's able to do that. He may have looked at you in that perspective and see what you can do. You cannot do those
and
things.
You can't do those things, but he don't look to you for those things.
He just wants the walk.
That's what he looked to you for in the beginning. That's why he chose you. He didn't choose you initially for your mom.
And that's what someone needs to understand. That's exactly what they
we
want.
ain't gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. We'll be on here all night. We said we ain't gonna keep these people around. This man almost an hour.
Right, we just supposed to get y'all
12 o'clock.
20 minutes of our time. I'm so sorry to hold y'all up, but
we're just so happy to be on live.
Right, because we just
it took us
thing. I don't fell asleep.
My friend was over there.
Oh,
I said, oh, friend, I'm so sorry.
But
I'll be better equipped than
this how we act.
That's how we act, y'all. You know,
don't mind us. Like, share, and subscribe. Like my baby says, down below.
Click the button.
And now, when you get to watch this, I just had to say your name because I know you gonna view it. Get your home.
That part. Period. And we just gonna end this with love, peace, and happiness.
So everybody's open to their own comments again. Like, share, and subscribe, and keep all your negativity
to yourself. Stay safe. Come and look at this with an open mind, please. We ain't trying to degrade nobody. But
even those with like minds, we like to hear your views as well. I'm not one-sided. So
yeah, I want to hear everybody that's the ones that don't think like us and think like us. Because maybe you might give me some insight on something I'm not seeing.
Exactly.
So I accept all.
Y'all have our specifications on what music we like to, what people we tolerate, and
right.
To each his own again. And please remember to be safe. Out here, keep your hands to yourself. And also your tongue.
You took it right out. Keep your hands. All right. Show more love, affection, not aggression. Now, what you want to end this song? Leave out here.
Let's see. So we can be ready for y'all.
Yes, so we can show them we is
right. We gonna listen to this type of music.
His name on it, and mine right beside it. Real fucking ride or die. I'ma ride that dick like a stolen car. I got the best pussy that you have.
Oh, we can't play that.
That's not the radio version.
We sorry. We're gonna go here. What is it? We're gonna do this.
All right.
We sorry about that. We're not trying to get blocked. We don't own copyrights to that music. Right. Not our song, radio.
At all.
Hold on, y'all.
And it's for entertainment purposes only.
That's it. Right.
Yeah. Who is Stone? Oh no, baby. You don't think.
We do not want your Stone.
Exactly. Who the heck is Stone? But man, I don't think they got no radio version.
They do. Let's see this.
It come from that soundtrack. I just seen it. Ain't that's it right there? But that ain't the radio version.
No, I can't see it. Hold on.
You're clean. No, that ain't her. I don't think it's a clean version.
It is. Because they don't read your friend.
Oh yeah, you're right. By me.
Hold on, y'all. We don't get y'all off here. Get them off here. Maybe we ain't gonna hold y'all.
Put that hand up.
Okay,
choose another
song.
Because
we don't have time. We can't get ready with y'all. Okay, so
we want to stay clean as we can. I like her. I like her. Because we some very pretty girls.
I'm prickly, but I came at a broke nigga beat.
See, I like her. Rewind that. Replay that. See what I'm talking about? Hey, y'all better listen to these lyrics, young ladies out there.
Well, even if you got money, man, you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, listen to what she say.
But I came at a broke nigga beat.
Hey.
So when you see me, nigga, don't speak.
Oh, now that part that I didn't like. When she sold it, but it ain't cheap, she lost me with that. Okay. So we're gonna leave her off too. Who think is somebody that would be empowerment for us to end this video on? Because we want to leave it on that note. Who is a empowering female rap artist? Yeah. Who we can say that ain't that dirty out there? They don't curse. Probably curse, but don't say they selling the WAP and using the WAP to get. I don't think do they still exist? I can't think of female rap. The only ones we go back to is way back in time. MC Light. MC Light and Queen Latifah. That ain't many out there. This is so sad. You know what? If you're a young female inspiring rapper, can you help us out? Can you rap about empowering women? And not have to have girls out here. Not with your not with your, your power down there. Because that's a lot of power, If it was, there wouldn't be so many broken homes per se. If it was that powerful. It's powerful because it gets those men's heading out to get them from other people. They just want to try different. They want to try a lot of them. You want to hear move your heels? Maybe that. Who is that? No, you ain't finna come for like that now. Oh Jesus, this is hard. I'm not about to be she called her. Let's see if we can find something here. Do Rihanna talk about the WAP? She ain't no rapper though. Do she sing anymore though? I don't know. I haven't been hearing music lately. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I ain't been. Ain't that something? I ain't heard nothing out of her. That is crazy. We can't even find out one person that's an empowering rapper that doesn't talk about that sexual content or sex selling. Like, we're not gonna find it. Let's see if she say anything about that. I'm looking for a nigga to kiss some babies. A handful of Weezy, sprinkle of JVs. Man, I ain't got no type like Jimmy and Sway Reese. But if he can't 3 times a night, I tried to fuck 50. Okay, we tried. We tried. We tried. That's all. We just want y'all to have a good night. Bye. Andy.